So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Super Mario Odyssey, the most recent installment of the Mario Odyssey
Should we
game.
do countdowns? Get
Okay,
ready for countdowns.
yeah, so, and I guess we'll start from 10.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
so, 10, 9, 8,
8,
7,
7, 6,
6,
5. This
5,
what? 4,
4,
uh,
3,
3, 2,
2, 1.
1. We are very good at counting.
Yep.
Goom seemingly. Oh, hang on. Goom's way behind us off the Odyssey.
But yeah, and we're off. Really good. Really good. We're off. So, this is the first kingdom of the entire run. This is Cap Kingdom. So, this is basically like the beginner kingdom and tutorial where you go through the kingdom, understanding a lot of the movement options. And right here, the plot of the story is Bowser is having a wedding, and Mario is trying to stop the wedding so he can rescue Princess Peach from the wedding. Also, you're gonna see right off the bat, CheeseJayy is doing a technique called a spin pound, where you spin the control stick twice and then do a ground pound and continue to roll, like in these scenarios here. Rolling is the fastest way of moving in this game as well, but in some cases it does matter.
Technical difficulties because we're very good at counting down.
Yeah. The reason why we really can't count down in this game is mainly just due to DSTA. But in general, I think, like, it's a weird countdown, especially for this game. But yeah, both runners having really solid Cap Kingdom exits. I don't know what exit CheeseJayy got, but I assume their exit was really good. Also,
Goom is on Japanese, I just noticed that.
Yeah, same. So, languages in this game. So, it's optimal most of the time to play in the Chinese version. Traditional Chinese is the fastest version and saves, actually, you wouldn't believe this, 6 frames over simplified Chinese, but
11.
11 frames. Misinformation again.
Oh,
but yeah, but yeah, Japanese used to be the fastest language on the original version 1.0, but with a 1.3 releasing, yeah, the fastest language changed. It might also be.
It was always one. Yeah, traditional and simplified were always faster. It just did. It was around March of 2020 that people began to realize that simplified and/or trad Chinese was going to be faster.
Yeah. Also, really quickly, Goom is about to do a trick called Dino Skip, where normally you have to take this dino around the entire kingdom and go through some pipes, but you can just do a small jump with the T-Rex here. Jump like that, uncapture, dive, and you should be landing up with the Madam Brood fight. So, Madam Brood is actually a very interesting boss. So, in order to properly and fastly defeat Madam Brood, you're going to...
both their perspectives are back. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and they're gone.
Oh no.
Goom, they're going to be throwing their cat in a specific direction, jump and backflip onto the chomp, and hopefully they can instantly capture the chain chomp, like such.
Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties, so yeah, we've got. Oh, hang on. Unit's perspective is back. So yeah.
It's actually possible to skip using the Dino entirely with a trick called Dino Skip, which allows you to do some really precise jumps and do a precise dive near the area where you collect the first Power Moon. But it's actually very hard and it isn't done until like you go top level, so runners are putting it off. So finally, after collecting the multi-moon, they just collected one more moon. Oh, CheeseJayy, she's going for the chest clip. Where
Gets it. Nicely done.
Very good. So chest clip in this game, it's very possible to clip with moons in this game. You have to backflip and throw cap at a specific at a specific time, and you get an up warp, and allows yourself to clip through walls. Very cool technique. Goom is just doing the basic strat. They're just showing off what you can do if you don't want to do chest clip. But yeah, it's a very good technique. But yeah, we're actually heading off to the first big kingdom of the run, Sand Kingdom. This is the biggest kingdom, I believe, in the entire run. And it's the most wide open. So moon riding is actually going to be very interesting. There are a lot of tricks we're going to be doing in Sand Kingdom. But first, let's talk about the trick I mentioned, Daylight Savings Time abuse. This is going to take action as soon as CheeseJayy starts to get control of Mario in the Sand Kingdom. They're going to be rolling and planting a seed. And when they do that, the seed is actually going to be growing while they're collecting other moons. So when they appear out of the alerting zone, the what is it called? The moon will already respawn. So you're gonna be throwing the seed, doing some movement to get up to the arch moon here, and additionally they're gonna be getting another moon related to the bird here, and now they're gonna be entering the rumble room, which in this game, if you actually ground pound in a certain way, certain location, you're gonna get this moon. But yeah. So, since they did the EFTC correctly, once they exit out of this pipe, and CheeseJayy moves down, they're gonna be spawning the multi-moon, like such. The EFTC is a route that is recommended for beginners, but only when to build consistency, because you need to get sub-6 Cascade Kingdom exits almost always consistently, otherwise you're not going to be making the cycle and turn losing time. So this is another moon that's really cool, employees only. It's a very fast moon and very easy to get. So here's another moon that requires the use of rumble to make it easier. You just dive onto the edge, and there you go. CheeseJayy is going to be, I believe they're going to be doing a strat called Dram Strat, which involves placing Cappy in a certain location and capturing Cappy, and doing the strat as well. So they're going to be attempting the strat. Let's see how it goes. So once they get up here, they're going to be throwing Cappy in a specific direction, in a specific place, and diving, and shake as soon as they get the moon, and if they do that correctly, they'll warp up to the global essence.
Yeah, nicely done that.
Very good job for CheeseJayy. And also, they're going to be breaking the crate, and not getting the moon though. They're actually going to be taking the bullet bill over to this lone pillar. Oh, that was really close. But yeah, they're going to be doing this lone pillar, and the reason why is, we'll actually explain later, but they're going to be doing a clip. So they're just spawning the moon so that they can get it back later. So here they're going to be doing a strat called Reverse Jaxi, where they throw Cappy here, and get up here, and get this chest moon. There's a trick you could do called Jaxi Skip, but apparently that's slower and not needed for this round. So they're going to be doing a roll cancel triple jump and getting this moon, and they're going to be spin pounding in a certain direction so that the bullet bill can be manipulated, and once they get over here, the bullet bill should be in the right spot so they can get this moon. Now they're going to be getting the moon they got earlier back, earlier when they spawned the crate, like such. And now they're actually going to be grabbing the ledge, letting go. Ooh, so they're going to be doing a trick called platform clip, where
Right
they're going
here.
to be letting go of the ledge, and in a certain at a certain time, they're going to be letting go, like such, and clipping out of bounds and getting this moon. Very good job from CheeseJayy. This was recently discovered by a speedrunner by the name of Duckable, so shouts to her. She found the strat
Shouts
and
to Lily Duckable.
yeah, she literally saved Sand Kingdom routing because it's a very hard route. It used to be very dumb until that strat was found. The original way you could actually clip out and isn't RTA viable is with the roll cancel clip on the icicle. It's not very humanly viable, but only is done in passes or BTT runs. Goom right over here showing the other route you can do if you don't plan on doing platform clip. You just go to this oasis area, get these note moons over here, and there you go. Very good movement. But yeah, CheeseJayy is exiting sand with a very good exit, actually. But they're doing a good job. Very good stuff.
Alright, we're gonna be heading on to Lake Kingdom now. Yeah, there's a fork in the road here, and they're able to pick between either Lake Kingdom and Wooded Kingdom. And they pick Lake Kingdom first, just because it's the one there by default, so you just spam A to get through it. And they're gonna do Wooded Kingdom after this, but Lake comes first, just because it's generating. Oh, it seems like Ghost. Oh, Ghost is back.
Yeah, I was having some audio issues. I don't know what's been happening, but yeah. So CheeseJayy, they're going to be getting the Capture Moon, or they're just entering Lake Kingdom. So here, I think they're going to be doing a trick called Lake Clip, where you can actually clip out of bounds through a small portion in the wall.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I don't actually know, but we'll see. If so, what's going to happen is CheeseJayy is going to throw that cap at the wall, and it's going to go right through the wall in a very particular seam, and they're going to be able to.
Oh, they got the fake clip just a little bit to the left.
They're going to be able to clip through the wall with that. It's kind of complicated,
there
but
you go.
they can do that, and they can get up to this area, which is
So they have to get the checkpoint, and they can warp up to that area. So that was perfectly done by CheeseJayy. So now that they got that moon, they can just warp up to this moon and get that moon instead. It's very nice. Doom is not doing Lake Clip, but they are doing the route that is intended with the use of Rango. So they're going to be getting a multi-moon here, but from the Rango moon. But yeah. So here, you actually, with Lake Clip, since you got those 2 moons, you don't need to get the Rango moon, which is 3 moons in total because it's a multi-moon. So after they get this pillar moon, they're actually going to be going inside the aquarium to talk to a lock lady and get that last moon from there. If done optimally, Lake Clip saves a bunch of time. Like, I think like a good 5-6 seconds over no Lake Clip, but it is definitely a hard trick to save time with. Oh yeah, so if you actually go into first person, the way CheeseJayy did, you can actually clip through the wall. The camera will actually clip into the room the lock lady's in, and you can just talk to her from there.
I didn't know exactly. I didn't know it worked like that. I never really understood how that works, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah, 0.1 seconds.
But yeah, a lot of the tricks in this game aren't like really massive or groundbreaking, but they are really cool strats. Like you're going out of bounds, like we did in Sand, and we're also be going out of bounds in Wood Kingdom. So, Wood Kingdom is probably the hardest level kingdom, at least in my opinion, because of how technical it is and how easy it is to lose time. But similar to what CheeseJayy did in Cascade Kingdom with Chest Clip, they're going to be doing the same thing, except for a moon that is a minute into the kingdom. You'll see they're going to be using a moon to clip out of bounds and get another moon, and there you go. But right now, they're going to be getting this moon from the rock and the bunny. I'm also going to be getting interested into the shop moons. So shop moons in this game are very interesting routing-wise, because that means that you have to be collecting coins throughout the run. You're going to be needing a total of 200 coins, because we are going to be collecting 200 shop moons. So that's that's the first moon of the entire run. CheeseJayy is going to be collecting another moon later in the run. That's the shop moon, and that should be good. So they're actually going to be capturing this uproot. After this uproot, this is where they're going to be clipping out of bounds. So once they uncapture and roll to this section, they're going to be this nut here that they're going to break. Once they break the nut, they're going to try and clip out of it. And that might actually look a little sus. Oh, but they got it. Very nice. Can they get the out of bounds movement though? This is like the hardest part though of the entire trick. Taking it very safe. I like that approach. Ooh, they might be a little too. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Not the
into deep woods. Oh no!
They were too far to the right. Goom getting it first try, making up all that time. Very, very nice. So they're just going to be diving up here, and here they're going to be doing a trick where they just get up here, like do some jumps. You can actually just spam A and you get up that railing, and they're going to be doing some more movement here. And ground pounding this moon, very nicely done. So CheeseJayy is going to be getting some moons in deep woods, like such.
Oh, interesting. Is this like a backup?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Once you get in. Honestly, this is really cool though. But yeah, let's focus on Goom. Oh, they did a very interesting dive, but they couldn't get their capture because their cap was just a little bit off the edge. But they're gonna be capturing this uproot, and yeah, they're just gonna be going up here. So yeah, that T-Rex is normally not capturable in Woody Kingdom, the one CheeseJayy got, but if you actually throw a nut at it, it does get captured, like such, which is very nice. Goom is going to be getting the Story Moon here. Optimally, you don't need to get the Story Moon, and you can just replace it with the Tree Moon that CheeseJayy got earlier in the run, but yeah, it is a very good substitute for that. So Goom is going to be getting the moon, and right here, it actually is possible, but not really, to see it to like a runner, but they're going to be skipping the Flower Road. So once you get the Story Moon, there's a P button that activates the Flower Road. So they're going to be skipping it with a triple jump off the railing on the left side and trying to get over to that section. So they're going to be doing a dive. Ooh, just overshot it barely. So they're just gonna be doing a dive here and doing a cap throw, and very nicely done. Good job, Goom.
Yeah.
So now Goom is actually going to be entering the tower, while CheeseJayy, she's going to be getting the, what's it called? She's going to be getting the other moons that Goom just got. So there's going to be 2 moons she's going to grab and make her way up to the arena and whatnot. So yeah, once Goom exits this, she's gonna be getting oh, very nice.
Oh, wow.
So she's actually gonna be doing a roll cancel here to get to this area so that she can get this extra moon, as well as trying to get this other moon here. So she's gonna be getting this Nut Moon, and she's gonna be skipping Sphere because Sphere is a very slow boss fight, and just gonna be getting this here. So this is the flooded pipe section. It's a very hard area, in my opinion. Not a very good area to like be in my opinion. It's really difficult. But let's see how they both do it. CheeseJayy not too far behind from Goom, which is really cool. Seeing how well they managed to catch back up that stuff. But let's see if Goom can get the fast cycle. Actually, not really. They might actually have to do a safe cycle, like such. Ooh, might actually just have to take the thing regularly. CheeseJayy, on the other hand, she's actually on a good cycle. Let's see if she can get that cycle. Ooh, ooh, my goodness, that was really close.
Yeah, that was a close one.
1 pixel delayed, and she would have gotten hit by the fuzzy. That was really good. But yeah, CheeseJayy managing to clutch out those extra seconds, not being too far behind. Close race once again. Alright, so we finished the early game section of the run. Now we're actually going into the middle section, where we're going to be completing some more kingdoms, as such. I'll actually take some time to explain, but both runners are playing on the 1.3 version, which is the most recent version, mainly because of the fact that load times are super fast, and additionally there are hint arts, which give you a lot of coins. So I mentioned earlier in the run that coins are really important, especially for the shop moons we're getting, but yeah, that's essentially why we play on 1.3. Goom is going to be doing... So she jumped and threw out Cappy so that she can get that cap. Ooh, CheeseJayy failing it slightly, but Goom getting it perfectly. So that's exactly what you need to do. And additionally, the runners are gonna try and manipulate Bowser so that so that Bowser doesn't warp to like many spots, which is what Goom's doing right here. And additionally, for these last two, the second and third phase, she's gonna backflip and throw Cappy towards Bowser, so they can get the hat pretty much early, without having to do the throw twice. Very nicely done from both runners. Not bad at all. Bowser's a she. Oh boy. My apologies.
We're going to be moving on to Lost Kingdom here. Lost Kingdom's very short. Has some technical stuff right at the beginning here. We're going to be skipping... actually, yeah. So, Lost Kingdom is based around, casually, you would walk around and Cappy, the hat Mario has, would get stolen by a bird, and you have to go retrieve it. But if you see CheeseJayy right now is jumping over this big gap off the tree and getting up to this higher area, that actually, now they're able to get around Cappy getting stolen. You'll see a bit more of that in a sec. Oh, CheeseJayy!
Oh no, diving all the way into the poison.
Unfortunate, right? You'll see on Goom's screen right now. You might not be able to see it, but okay, hang on.
So here on Goom's end, she's gonna be triggering Klepto. Although that you trigger Klepto won't take your hat, so you can access this part without Klepto having to take your hat at all. Doing a small roll cancel into this building, into that moon, and actually going to be getting this torpedo, waiting for it to be in the right position, and stand pretty in a weird spot, so the moon can spawn, like such. Optimally, you wouldn't have to take damage there, but Goom had a weird position, so don't blame her. But yeah, Lost Kingdom is probably one of the funnest kingdoms in the entire run, just because of how like technical it is and how short it is. It feels like you're on a playground, honestly. Just like doing roll cancels here and there, doing some triple jumps. With the roll cancels, it's a very good place to practice movement. Also, for the last moon, it's faster to actually get up, otherwise respawning loses a bit of time. So that's what Goom did there. It is actually faster to get the moon on the top, the cage moon, but it's actually also really hard. So a lot of runners just don't do, like a lot of beginner runners just don't do that, or not recommended until you get some power. Anyways, this is the kingdom that you may not know, but you might know from watching all those trailers of Super Mario Odyssey. This is the Metro Kingdom. And right now, we're going to be rescuing the Metro Kingdom. So, there's a Wiggler at the top of the Metro Kingdom City Hall that needs to be exterminated. So, that's what Mario's going to be doing here, and why it's raining all the way when you enter this kingdom. So here, we're actually going to be doing some skips here, like getting onto this awning is not intended, and Goom is actually going to be doing some triple jumps to get this girder moon, like such. This is very nice. And just rolling like that, and actually trying to get a Goom bounce, which is very nice. Nicely done. So once they enter City Hall, there's actually a cycle they're going to try and make. At the top, the platform that's moving on the top is actually cycle-based, so they're going to be trying to make that cycle as fast as possible. Perfectly done by Goom. They're going to be doing spin pound, and just wall jump all the way up to the top. That's it. Ooh, really close, but still managing to back it up. Got a rainbow spin, which lost them some height. Ooh, will they be able to make that? Ooh, just barely. CheeseJayy doing a very interesting set of wall jumps, but still fast nonetheless. Doing the safer version, actually. So yeah. So here is a Mecha Wiggler. So both runners are going to be trying to do a 2-cycle Mecha Wiggler. So they kill it on the second phase. So this is the first phase. And the second phase, they're going to be trying to use a motion control to manipulate, to like use the camera to their advantage so they can shoot the Mecha Wiggler spots as fast as possible and make it a lot easier on themselves. So this is actually the only instance of RNG. The pattern that the Mecha Wiggler gives out is RNG, and at most you'll be losing a second, but it's also very, very technical what pattern you get from the Mecha Wiggler. So after Goom shoots these 3 fireballs, she's going to be in one spot. Ooh, that might actually be very weird. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, just barely getting it. Very nice. Ideally, you just want to be in the same spot and shoot the fireballs as fast as possible. CheeseJayy shooting 2 fireballs. Fun fact, shooting the number of fireballs you shoot actually affects the time the Mecha Wiggler takes to stop, so you honestly want to be shooting 2 or 3 fireballs so that you get enough time for the Mecha Wiggler to stop. But overall, that was a really good night metro from both runners. Alright, so here's another small quick dram strat Goom's gonna be doing. And when I talk about dram, I just mean about like placing Cappy in like instances where you can just home in on objects to make it faster. The strat was originally named after Dram, even though Dram didn't want the strat named after him, but we just wanted to name the strat after Dram. So Goom's actually going to be doing a clip-out super clip, getting it first try, which is really nice. So you actually manipulate the controls and flip Mario, the tilt controls. We're tilting the controller like 90 or 100 degrees, and plus pressing the left button so that you can clip into that area and get it, like such. CheeseJayy doing the casual method, which is to use the RC car. which is really, and still making it pretty fast. Ooh, getting an accidental dive. But we have very good strategies from both of them. But yeah, after Goom gets this moon, she is going to be warping up to the top of the tower. And getting this garbage moon. It's very interesting how this garbage moon was placed just on top of this area for no reason. So, after Goom gets the moon on the top of the tower, she's going to be going to the bottom pool, getting that moon as well. And she's also going to be activating the Hin Art, which will give her around a bunch of coins, like 250. And there she goes. She has enough coins for the rest of the run. So both of these runners are actually going to be getting the story moons, which isn't actually the fastest way of getting these. The fastest way is actually doing a route called bullet building, where you can skip these story moons and save a bunch of time. Also, the room that Goom is in, you can actually do a strat called reverse peoples, where you actually do this room backwards by doing a triple jump at the beginning and getting up there to make it a lot better. So similar to Goom, similar to CheeseJayy, Goom is just going to be talking to these drummers and bassists and getting those story moons as well. And while Goom's doing that, CheeseJayy, she's going to be getting the moons that Goom got earlier. So the way CheeseJayy actually did this is faster, getting the story moons first and then warping up, because it actually saves a load time, because it actually saves time load-wise, so that you don't have to exit the people's room. You can just warp out of there immediately. But yeah. Once CheeseJayy gets the people's moon, they can easily exit out, and that's Metro Kingdom. Not much to do. So I can go around the town and have a lot of fun. Alright, so
we're... I would like to point out, as I'm leaving Metro Kingdom, that I do believe that we are currently, in fact, escaping from the city.
Well, there you have
it. Wow. That's
getting
good.
away from the city.
GoomEevee dropping the funny jokes on us.
That was actually pretty good. I mean, I'll give her credit. That was a nice joke.
Anyways, we are indeed escaping from the city. That is the Metro Kingdom.
And going into a land that is filled with misery. And by misery, I mean snow. So, I'm sorry for all you winter deniers in chat. I'm insulting your season. For good reason. Anyways, so now that they're at the halfway point of the run, they just have a few more kingdoms left and the run's basically done. So, Goom is going to be entering Snow Kingdom, and they're going to be making their way to Captain Toad. Captain Toad explains that this is their only power moon and life source that's keeping them warm. So once Captain Toad gives this moon to Mario, he's essentially canonically going to freeze and become an ice cube for the rest of his life. So, great job.
Depressing.
At least this Snow Kingdom Toad. The other Toads, we'll see, will be a lot more lively. Ooh. Very interesting movement from Goom. So they're getting this moon, like here. And they're going to be getting this moon as well. So, to do that jump, it's actually really surprising. You want to do a short cap throw so that you can jump at the bottom. If you do a delay cap throw, you're kind of screwed. Ooh. Goom actually tried to go for a strat called another moon clip you could do that saves like a second, but not as much as the one in Wood Kingdom. So here they're going to be going, there's a cycle you can make. Goom actually tried to, actually got it, but the movement at least. So ideally you just want to spin pound or do a triple jump once the platform is moving. So you can do that. But it was not expected. Yeah, so once Goom actually moves, pushes off all these spinies, she's going to be getting the first story moon of the kingdom. So we're only going to be collecting 2 story moons. Mainly because of the fact they have an extra moon, and the fact they're actually pretty quick to get. Very nice spin pound from Goom. And also very interesting movement. Ooh, almost avoiding the bonk. That would have been really cool. So here, she's going to be doing some rolls to capture this Goomba. And to get this moon, you actually need to stack 4 Goombas. But it actually is possible to get this moon without the Goombas by doing a trick called ICC, Ice Corner Clip, which has been done in records. It's really hard. It's a really precise clip, but the world record does it now. So, I mean, it's kind of doable. But if you don't want to do it, then you just have to get these 4 Goombas. And very nice triple jump to just get this to this area, and that's all. So finally here, Goom's going to be getting the last shop moon of the entire run, and they should have enough coins. So, yeah. They're pretty much good with coins for the rest of the run. So here, they're going to be getting the last moon. This is actually probably the hardest moon in the entire kingdom. It's called the Snowdram. It's a really precise triple jump, but you'll see how precise it is when Goom attempts it. Ooh, just barely make it. That was nasty. It's a very hard trick jump. That looks a lot harder. That's a lot harder than it looks. Some tricks is that similar to like how they did vectoring earlier in the run. They're going to be doing that. They did that like for Snowdram, and they got the trick. CheeseJayy also getting bonking down, having to do the trick again. Just a little bit further to the right, they would have easily gotten the trick. And that's Snow Kingdom, essentially, for Goom. Very good job on her end.
Oh, CheeseJayy, Mrs. Snowdram, unfortunate.
It's a very hard trick, so I mean, I don't blame her. The amount of precise inputs you need to do. Oh, they're triggering.
CheeseJayy globes. Oh no, that's annoying. It doesn't matter too much, but it's not ideal. Insult to injury. Still needs to get 1 more moon. That's the Snowdram one. So they can get it.
This should work. The trick is to delay your cap dives as much as possible, because you need like almost as much distance as you can. But while CheeseJayy is entering the globe again, Goom is actually going to be collecting some moons in Seaside. So this alcove moon, like casually you'll need a Gushin, but you can just get it with Mario. It's not a very hard moon. And what Goom's gonna be doing here is going here actually to capture this cheap. Oh, doing the down throw. Saves a lot easier. They're gonna be getting the chest moon, and I don't know if they're gonna be going for chest dip, but you can actually get pushed out of bounds. Oh, they aren't. That's okay, but we're still going to be going out of bounds in this kingdom. So near the end of the kingdom, there's actually a part of the region where you can clip out of using the fish. So if you actually point the fish out of bounds, go back and capture the fish from like a further distance, the out of bounds section doesn't actually push you back. It's very weird, so you can actually just, like, swim through that invisible barrier and down, and it'll be out of bounds. So Goom's actually going to be coming up to it here. You'll see on her end what I mean. So, the way she's going to be skipping most of this... She's going to be getting the moon on the outside of the cove as well, and there you go. She's going to be getting that, moving out, and then getting the moon, and then clipping out of bounds. Big section. She's gonna try to make sure to not like be entirely out of bounds, otherwise that would be really, really bad. Hopefully she doesn't clip in. Very nice. It's really easy to clip in there, just so you know. So don't be too like under the impression that's easy. But yeah, overall really clean seaside from Goom. Not many mistakes in showing off everything. Ooh.
So Goom is into Lunchkin Kingdom. CheeseJayy still lagging a bit behind in Seaside after some mishaps. Ghost has left us again. Oh, Ghost is back again. So Goom is fighting Spewit here. The boss fight. Going to be useful for getting a lot of extra moons that only spawn upon defeating the boss. Dear me.
Alright, so... Alright, CheeseJayy finally getting into Lunchkin here. Maybe already quite a bit done, but CheeseJayy, they want to win, they're going to need to catch up quite a bit. Ghost has had some technical issues and won't be able to stick around, unfortunately. Oh, Tippy. Thanks for the raid. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone from the Tippy raid. Currently, I am JCall03, and I'm commentating CheeseJayy and GoomEevee. Currently racing Super Mario Odyssey 80%. Ghost would be here, but he's having some connection issues right now, so I might get him back soon. Thank you very much for the raid. Alright, so Goom here is going to be going into this sub area here. A bunch of forks. Very exciting. Alright, remains. CheeseJayy's a bit behind, but they're still doing alright. Alright, well, a few more moons for Goom to get. And then moving on to the next kingdom. Here, in this Pambro here, I'm going to be breaking open the cheese. There was a, oh yeah, didn't quite get the one they needed. There was a clip that used to exist on version 1.0, and I also think 1.1. You could clip straight into the box that had this moon, but you can't do that anymore. Oh yeah, that happened too. CheeseJayy accidentally fell into the deep woods in Wooded Kingdom, but they backed it up very nicely. So yeah, CheeseJayy has definitely dealt with a lot of shit this run. Yeah, it's been some nice highlights this run for sure. I think I'll knock that first try too. Oh, CheeseJayy losing the Poto view. Get another one. Can't quite make that jump there. Oh, Ghost, you're back.
Yeah, okay, turns out, okay, I just reset my router, and, yeah, everything's good.
Cool.
But, seems like Goom's finishing, she's, finishing, luncheon, so...
Yep.
Came in just, like, in time. So...
Yeah.
Thanks to JCar for, commentating most of luncheon. Not much is going on. I think there are, like, a few tricks and skips that the runners do. Movement-wise, but most of the time there's not like really anything interesting in this kingdom. But yeah, with something that's not interesting, here's a kingdom that's also pretty dull, literally. The background, the running and whatnot. But yeah, this is Ruin Kingdom, so this is like essentially the auto-scroller of the run, but it's also very technical, so if you're not focused or paying attention, you're definitely going to lose a bit of time, so make sure that you're cautious in Ruin. It's a very technical kingdom.
Yeah.
So I just want to give a shout out to Hey there, who's been the king of this kingdom for like the past 3 years. Hey there's gold here is 2 seconds faster than pretty much every top runner's gold here. He has a 3:11, I believe, which is like 2 seconds faster than like almost everyone's gold here. So he's pretty insane for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially for our Ruin Kingdom, so we have this boss fight. So what Goom's gonna try and do is try to get up here and damage boost, and try to get these keys unlocked really early, like such. Saves a bit of time. You might think it's actually not faster because you're taking damage, but there are actually hearts around the arena, which allow you to refill your health pretty easily. So it makes up for that.
Yay.
Also, I forgot to mention, don't take damage in this game, it loses time. Mainly because of the fact that if you take damage and you get a moon, there's like a 2-second animation where you refresh. The moon actually refreshes. Or refreshes your health, so do not do that.
Avoid it, yeah.
Unless you're getting a multi-moon, then it doesn't matter. Ooh, okay. That might be really close on health, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, so for these last set of keys, actually, they're going to be doing all 3 of them at once. And a certain order. And you can see that they did the left side, so that Cappy came to them and got those keys. Very nice try. Alright, final thing they're going to be doing is a triple jump or cap jump dive to get into the moon, and that's basically Ruin Kingdom. Also might take some time to shout out everyone who's doing the race. Shout out to CheeseJayy, shout out to Goom. Both really good runners. Make sure to check out their Twitch, Twitters, Discords, social medias.
Yeah.
And huge shout outs to JCar who's been helping commentate as well. Both commentators. Yeah. I think we should give props. And make sure to donate in chat to Perry. They're really cool. They're really nice. They deserve pretty much a lot of support that you give to them. And shouts to Pods for being such a good friend for doing this for Perry. And yeah, we're on the last 2 kingdoms of Odyssey, so let's do this. Really cool, really cool. But yeah, this is the second to last kingdom. This is Bowser's kingdom in the sky. So, this is the second to last. This is where Bowser's home is at, and you can fight him here. Not really. So, right here for this first section, the movement's pretty technical. You just have to get to the multi-moon as fast as possible. So, CheeseJayy is going to be doing some interesting stuff. Goom. She's going to be doing some interesting stuff. So she's actually going to be doing a route that's pretty old, but pretty safe as well. She's going to be getting this Pokio, and doing a Pokio Dram strat, and capturing the Pokio, and getting up here. It's actually slightly slower, but still very safe to do that, compared to the other strat. Ooh, just barely missing that long jump. So you just want to do a jump there, and get up to that section. And do a triple jump so that the ogre can stay in place. That's the first story moon of Bowser's. So here after this, there's another section, Bowser's, that is gonna happen. Shards. This second multi-moon requires you to get some shards, and Goom's gonna be doing a certain cycle or strat or path for these shards that will save a bunch of time. So she's going to be doing a cap throw here to get those shards. Going to be doing this, getting to the bottom, diving up here, getting up to this area, doing some really cool movement here. Getting this. And getting this Pokio to break this last chest. Ooh. Just a little late, but still got the cycle no matter what. Ooh, capturing the Pokio by accident. That's something you don't see every day. But yeah, so there's gonna be a boss. There's actually gonna be 2 boss fights coming up. So while Perry's, or I'm so lost with names. While Goom is getting that moon, she's going to be going to 2 boss fights. She's gonna be fighting Topper, who we saw back in Cap Kingdom, and a completely new, a boss that isn't new but we haven't seen. Also, Goom's doing Topper first, very base. I love Topper first. The difference between this Topper fight and the one in Cap Kingdom is that Topper in this version has multiple hats, so instead of diving on him, we have to keep our cap out, so 2 of the hats get hit, and we can jump on him like that. So this is a boss fight we haven't seen, but is normally done in Sand Kingdom. This is Harriet, and she's the only female in the Brutal family. So Harriet is actually a very interesting boss fight, because what Goom's going to be doing is standing in precise positions so that Harriet, the number of steps she takes is actually manipulatable. So Goom's going to try and do that by staying in a certain spot. So ideally, you'd only be getting 6 steps, 4 steps, and 2 steps. And I think she did the manip right, because 2, yeah, just only 2 steps. Very good manipulation by Goom. There's actually more complicated strats you can do for Harriet. Most notably the floating bomb strat, where you can literally make the bomb float, hit it back at Harriet, and the bomb just hits Harriet and you save a bunch of time. It's a really cool strat and recommend. And it's done in the record, so yeah. I'm not actually gonna say the name because I am most likely going to get DMCA'd. But I'm just gonna call it floating bomb. Anyways, since we finished up bunnies, we're actually gonna be fighting the main boss of this kingdom, which is the Mecha Brutal. So while we're getting up there, Goom's actually going to be getting, Goom actually got the Pokemon, so all she has to do is just climb up a lot of these steps. These are actually very scary parts of the run. Mainly because if you actually miss a cap dive, you are pretty much dead set on dying. But Goom, on the other hand, has really good camera, so she doesn't have to worry about anything. She's going to grab this Pokemon because we need to use the Pokemon to climb up here. Like such. And yeah. After you uncapture the Pokemon, you can just roll. Rolling's a lot faster again. Jump dive, and there you go. Entering the boss fight. So Mecha Brutal is probably the hardest boss fight in probably like for a beginner to learn. So Goom is actually ideally for casually, so you be using a Pokemon to shoot out bombs, but Goom's actually going to be climbing up the mech as Mario. So, okay, really close dive, almost falling off. So she's actually going to be just trying to stay on the mech as much as possible and get up there. Also, just wanted to mention that was a really good bunny segment from CheeseJayy. Really solid. But yeah, so here, Goom's actually going to be doing the bubbles in a certain pattern so she can save Harriet last, because that would be easier. So once the mech stops spinning, Goom is going to try and get on this part and ground pound spirit like that. And if she does this last part correctly, she can actually just get up here and ground pound the Harriet bubble, and that's it. There's actually a faster, you can actually save the spirit bubble last and save the second. It's a very hard strat though. It's called target acquired, and it's very complicated to do. So it's a lot better to just do that strat. We might actually get to see spirit acquired from a CheeseJayy here. So we'll be watching their screen just to make sure.
GoomEevee is moving on to the final kingdom. This is the Moon Kingdom.
You're literally on the moon in this kingdom.
Yeah, I know. Mario doesn't die. You know, not being able to breathe.
They're giving him a suit. They gave him a really special suit, so maybe that will help him breathe. But yeah, so Moon Kingdom is the only kingdom in the run that actually has realistic gravity on the moon. You're very lightweight and you jump pretty high. So this is so because of this, speedrunners have actually found a way to skip a bunch of the moon cave. So right here, Goom's going to be doing some vectoring as such. So vectoring is most useful on the Moon Kingdom because Moon Kingdom, if you just jump in a straight line, you're going to move really slowly. So doing those moon vectors really helps a lot. So here, Goom's going to be doing a roll cancel to capture both of these flowers, like such. And going to be doing another vector, and here going to be setting up for moon skip. Probably the biggest skip in the entire run, saves 5 minutes. And she's going to be doing this by ground pounding on a specific part of the Sphinx, throwing her cap out, wall jumping on a specific location, wall jumping again, throwing her cap, back flipping, and cap throwing up here, and just rolling all the way to this area. Very nicely done, Goom. That trick, very, very clean. Also, just wanted to say, both runners are on really, really good paces. They're still on sub 110 pace, so make sure to watch out for that. Goom, I think, might be on 106 pace or 105 pace. Low 106, 105. She's on a really good pace. That's all I'll say. So, what you're actually going to be doing here is trying to hit the cap as soon as possible. Throw your cap out, hold on to it, get as close to Bowser as possible, so that he doesn't have to move, and you can still hit him as fast as possible. So the main difference between this fight and the Bowser fight in Cloud is that you don't actually have to manipulate where he goes, but because he'll always be in the center, so all you just have to do is redirect him to where you want to go. So Goom's gonna try and make him go to like the platform with like the least hilly surface, so he can just she can just backflip and just hit Bowser like that. But yeah, essentially, after this Bowser fight, you'd think that we're done with the game, right? Nope.
Not quite. Almost
You spawn down here and you go here and you try to escape this area, but wait. You have to actually play as Bowser.
Yeah.
The guy that's been trying to get you for this entire run, you gotta play as him. I mean, we'll take it. But yeah, Bowser is a very interesting character. He controls in a very, very cool way. So, and by cool, I mean you just have to make sure your lines are really good. But yeah. So coming up to the section, Goom is actually going to be going into the 2D section, but it's actually possible to skip this 2D section. A runner by the name of MeWe found out that there are actually spots you can jump on that part and place. So if you jump on those specific spots, you can skip like the entire 2D section. Send the record, but it's insanely difficult, so wouldn't recommend doing it.
XD skip. I'll literally screw it out. Never mind.
But yeah, ideally in the 2D, there's a skip you can do, there's like small shortcuts you can do in the 2D section to make up for that. Alright, Goom is almost finished with the run, and actually, if they get a really good pillars, they might actually be able to clutch out a 104 time, which is really, really good. So pillars is a very cycle-based level, so Goom's going to try to shoot 5 or 6 fireballs at the pillars, and do this interesting pattern. So going around the entire kingdom. So these fireballs have to be shot at specific locations and are on cycles again. So some of them might be getting eaten, but ideally you want to make sure that you shoot these out as much as possible. And one last final shot from Goom. Final fireballs. And there you go. And time's actually going to be coming up for Goom once she exits out of this wire. But really nice run from Goom, actually. 104 is very impressive. Or maybe low 105. Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of how impressive that is, I actually did a S20% run a while back. Got a 104.58 and I have a 104.59. So she played really well. Really, good job, Goom.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Our wave CheeseJayy is almost just about to finish up here.
Yeah,
this right here, 2D skip. I gotta be a trooper and go for XD skip? Of course not. Yeah. No, we're finishing up in a sec. See how it goes. But yeah, Goom wins. GG.
Honestly, CheeseJayy would have had a really good run until that Deep Woods accident happened.
Yeah.
It's not fun going to Deep Woods. The fact that they're still continuing even after they went into Deep Woods is actually really amazing, because I know if I was in that position, I would have just quit. I would have just reset. I would have just quit out of the race. Not really saying that I would do that, but it's really amazing how well she backs that up. That was a really cool route to see as well, where Deep Woods could be used. I wouldn't even think of doing that. I would have gotten really upset, so really good job on her for keeping her composure. Also, take some time to enjoy the music. This is really good music.
Either way, CheeseJayy is about to finish up in a sec. It was a bit tricky. Only platforms left. Any second now. Gotta finish things up.
And there we go. That's like a 107.14 or 107.12. Yeah. I couldn't see much because the restream was pixelated, but yeah, great job, CheeseJayy.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, so now that the run is finished, I think they're still able to hear me. So do you guys have any like last words? I think I said all I need to say, so I'll give you guys some time to speak.
Yeah.
I cannot. That is 2 seconds off of my PB. For
Yeah, I
the
was
record.
pretty certain about
What? No
yeah,
way.
I saw that.
Yeah,
No, that is
I'm
great.
honestly surprised that that didn't PB. That was borderline perfect, honestly.
No, you played really well. I was really impressed
Yeah,
after you got
fantastic
nut flip. You played really, really well.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
No, I'm actually really happy that you like pulled through that wooded. I know I would have just reset. I would have been pissed. But you backed that like wooded up really well and barely lost time. Oh yeah, but anyways, so that's Super Mario Odyssey 80%. If you want to like learn this game, they're really good tutorials. They're like a bunch of tutorials now. Shouts to Tomshi, check out his YouTube channel. He has like a bunch of tutorials on how to get started with running this game. And the record holder Tyrone is actually working on tutorials for like a lot of the advanced strats in this game. So this game is becoming a lot more active, and with like a lot of people like returning, like for example me, and a lot of the OG SMO runners, are all doing a really good job. So this community is becoming alive again. So yeah, definitely give Odyssey a try. I know I would.
Yeah. Either way, that.
Yeah, thanks for having me too.
Has everyone said everything? I think so.
Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, thanks for checking this out. Again,
Yeah, everyone go check
really
out.
good job.
And CheeseJayy.
Oh,
Congrats,
sorry,
Roland.
you